What's up, everybody? Circus here coming at you with a skill rebalancing review video. Last night, it was pretty late for me, 1 a.m. or something, and Kamel's like, yo, Circus, you up? I'm like, what's going on? He's like, there's a ban list. I'm like, what? What happened? Oh my God. And he's like, oh, and he told me, and I was like, no, seriously, what's going on? Why it's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 2 o'clock for you. What are you doing? I was like, really? That's
Yeah.
it? Um,
Yeah, it was really underwhelming, dude. Like I
yeah.
was on Twitter. I logged into Twitter so I could, schedule a tweet for tomorrow, and I saw a Japanese picture of the ban list, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what it is, but I know that's a ban list. So I log into my game instantly, and I see just a couple of weird skills getting mixed up around, and I'm like, oh man, I got debated for this.
Now, like the first three, you're getting on my nerves. Magician Girls, Extra Pain. These are like very specific skills that probably don't get used a whole lot to begin with, right?
Yeah, these are really specific skills. All of them are kind of just like You know, even at the best, I believe the best skill here is does that Duel Links? Did I just come up with this? Okay. Is you're getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
It's a kite skill, shark skill that is it's kind of like ready for victory on Yuma. It is just plus 500 to an Xyz monster twice per duel.
Right. Who would you? Why would it's like a weird beatdown or something?
Yeah, it
It,
is.
it,
It now has
I
an
don't know.
extra activation clause, which allows you to activate it when your opponent has a monster with 2,500 or more attack.
Is this to help them against
Which
Blue Eyes? Is that the idea? Maybe they're like, oh, Blue Eyes is rocking the
honestly,
ladder.
yeah, it is so weird.
Yeah.
The Shark Xyz monsters, if you're able to make them, they're pretty strong. Some of them are on the weaker side. Like, oh wow, well it is a rank 4 Xyz monster that gains the attack points, correct? So
Yeah. Well, let's see. Increase the attack of one water Xyz monster by 500 to the end of this
Oh,
turn.
water Xyz monster. Okay, so
Yeah.
any of them. So even like a monster like Nightmare Shark, which is on the weaker side, or Abyss Dweller would be able to benefit from this. But
Okay.
alas, the only deck that you would be running this skill on is the Fish Xyz deck, right? Because that deck does not require the use of Territory of the Sharks,
Hmm.
so you can use an attack point boosting skill. And yeah, I mean, if anyone else wants to let me know how the fish decks do it with, or what it do with you're getting on my nerves, let me know. But I don't really think attack points is a really a problem for that deck. They got Spider Shark.
I think the next one though, Magician Girls. This one I'm actually kind of for because if you play in the ladder at all, there's still a lot of people playing Magician Girl something, like into
I mean,
Quintet Magician or
it is
whatever,
a
they play it a
it's
lot.
a popular box.
Yeah.
It's a very popular box. The DSOD release box with Alistair and Necro Valley as well. Many
Hmm.
players have Magician Girls. It's low key one of the most
So this one I'm
popular
like kind of like
archetypes.
excited for those people because when you play against them, it's like, oh, you're playing a deck from like 2 years ago, but now you can boost up a little bit, maybe make things a little bit easier on you,
Now you can boost up, but it's like, is that better than playing D draw? No, like,
Is it just
is it
passive or whatever?
is
It's
it
like,
better
oh,
than playing D draw? Like, if you're playing a Quintet Magician deck, like, do you want your Magician Girls to get plus 900 when you got 3 Magician
is it
Girls?
just passive like it's always going? Like as soon as you
No,
summon it,
dude,
they're
it's like
plus.
beatdown.
Oh, okay. Like you activate it and then
Yeah,
boom. Okay.
boom.
That's not as cool. I was thinking maybe you got like a cool field spell or something. It's just like they're always boosted.
No,
But
no, no,
no,
no,
that's not
no,
fun.
no, no.
That's not fun.
Yeah, that would be far too good,
That'd be
right?
that'd be pretty cool. That's why I was kind of excited about it. Extra pain when you deal battle damage to your opponent, deal an additional 100 damage. This skill will not activate if your opponent has 1,000 life points or less. That'd be the only time you'd want it though, right? Is for that like that
Yeah.
kill shot.
I
I
mean, now if you swing in with Lunalight Cat Dancer, you deal 200.
right. I guess you get
You
to
deal,
double up a little. Yeah.
yeah, you deal 200
Like,
instead.
why is
That's
this
it.
skill in the game? There's got to be someone that like knows why it's in the game. If you know, let us know in the comments below. Why does this exist?
I honestly think maybe Scud is there for people to make it easier for them to do effect damage stage missions,
Yeah,
dude.
maybe.
Like, I literally think that it's the only purpose for him and his jank skills in the game. But
All right.
yeah, that is that is a thing now.
All right, let's. This is the big one here. One card wonder. Your starting hand can only contain one card. Your normal draws in the draw phase become two cards. That's normal. The skill can only be used if you begin the duel with a deck that contains no cards other than the following cards, excluding the extra deck: Infernity cards, cards that include Infernity in their card text. Now, obviously, they want you to be playing like anime style, right? So they want you to be playing character deck. Um, is it because they want you playing character deck, or is it because the one card wonder stall saw a resurgence? It just become degenerate, and it like it reared its head, and they're like, oh, we got to fix that. You know what I mean? Like they don't want the degeneracy going on.
Yeah, I think one card wonder for a while, everyone knew what it was, the
Mm-hmm.
deck full of hand traps and like, traps like Rainbow Life and Hollow Life Barrier and
Right.
stuff like that just to guarantee your survival for one turn. It was a degenerate strategy. And to be honest, the way that the game is going right now, they don't want a deck like that to be an option for a new player. They don't even want someone to think about playing one card wonder stall. Like
But there's
if you're
so many
not,
other stall decks in the game. Why this one? We used to do a show called Garbage Phase. You remember that was
yeah,
like 2 years ago. We were playing one card wonder back then. I mean, why
we were
now?
playing one.
Why now? That's what I don't get. I don't think it's
Maybe,
like that
yeah.
rampant on the ladder or whatever. It's like, oh my god, one card wonder again, one card wonder again. This is ruining the game for me. You know.
Someone
And,
made a comment on my video last night, and they were like, "I feel like this is the result of one of the Konami employees logging on and playing the ladder and
that's right.
facing one card wonder, and then bringing it up in a board meeting,
Like,
and
yeah.
then getting it nerfed."
Well, what
And it
about all
really does.
this? What about this like Odeon and the Endless Trap Hell and stuff like that? You know.
No, no, Endless
I mean,
Trap Hell's balanced. All right,
no, I'm just saying
you
there's
don't
other
need.
stall decks in the game, Lava Golem, Burn, and I mean there's all kinds of like you load in against, someone playing Merrick or Odeon, you're like, and they got 30 cards, you're like, here we go. Here we go. You know. Why this one? I don't think this was that degenerate. Is it
I
just
don't
cuz
know. I think it's because there are certain strategies where, like, if you do not have a certain out at a specific precise time, the duel can become unwinnable. And I
but
think
if you ever play
those.
if you
No, no, no.
I'm a
I
degenerate
know.
player. If you ever played one card wonder, you can just rock the world or you lose right away. It's like
Exactly,
it's like a 50
exactly.
50.
But if your opponent is playing a deck that is incapable of beating you in one turn, then 9 times out of 10 you have a pretty good shot
I
at
don't know.
stalling them out.
Being a stall player, especially in the current meta, there's a reason we don't do it as much as we used to. It's because there's so many ways to play through the strategy.
Yeah.
I don't. Do I like playing against one card wonder? No. Do I like playing it? Yes, because it's degenerate and it's fun. Don't get me wrong, but that's how I know this isn't that oppressive, and that's why it's kind of just like surprising. Like, was this really needed? Was this that bad of a
But
strategy?
see, that is why I think people are looking at this kind of weird. Like another thing, people are reading the skill balancing and they're like, "Wow, they hit one card wonder, but where's the D draw nerf?" And I'm like, "Bro, one card wonder and D draw are in two completely separate categories,
Right, right.
right?" With this update, they looked at some completely unusable skills, two of them from archetypes that they do see kind of play. So they're kind of like, I believe they're testing the waters for trying to make them better. And then they're like, all right, let's get rid of this degenerate strategy that we don't want people to put
Yeah.
resources into. We don't want people to start their card catalog with just traps and hand traps, and not really be committed to Duel Links. I feel not really have a path forward. Their game progression is going to halt after they make
Right.
this meme this meme deck that can only do one thing.
I guess if they're just trying to tailor the meta to their liking or whatever, I get it. But I just don't think it was needed because it was a degenerate strategy that was just destroying the ladder. Kind of like
No, it definitely
you
wasn't
remember like
necessary. Yeah.
you remember the stall decks with like 3 massive morph that just
Yeah,
straight up destroyed the game.
that was needed. Yeah.
The Taya burn that stuff needed to be nerfed. I don't think this one needed to be needed to be nerfed, but c'est la vie, right? We'll move on.
It's little. I think it's personal vendetta. They're just like, it's time. It's
You
time.
need to leave now, sir. All right, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. Was it needed? Was the question. Like, I don't think it was needed, but whatever. You know, it's
Yeah.
not going to affect me too much. So let us know what you think in the comments below. We're going to get out of here, but you should get in the Discord because it's free. The tournaments are free. The new player help is free. Kamel's smile is free.
For
Look
now.
at it. All right, I'm Circus. That's Kamel.
Peace out.
We'll see you next time.